Yeah. Cutting eggs at the crack of dawn. Future starts when the light is gone. Dream big, gotta stay strong. In the lab till the break of dawn. Breeding for the future, see 'em shine. Every cut a masterpiece, one of a kind.
One of a kind.
Why I gotta start choking right before the shit go live? Like, damn, I was good. Like, damn, man, how y'all doing?
Never.
Fucking Hendon Teller. Everything up, man.
They double teamed you today. Penn and Teller double teamed you today.
Word up, man. They some rats too already. You know, they you know what? They upset me because I used to believe in magic, right? I used to believe in magic. Until they did that series and they start showing how people do shit. I was so fucking mad, yo.
I know. I like the illusion, man. Even still to this day. Like it's cool to know how the tricks are done, but it's much better to wonder, you know.
Yeah, just all right. Yeah. Like, it's possible now. It's like, all right, I can figure out how they did it.
Now you're looking at every trick.
That's still like Shin Lim is the greatest card musician I've ever seen. So I love card musicians. You know, that's skill. That's just skill. That's just skill in the
muscle memory
to
dexterity. That's the word.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yes. Hell yeah, to be able to flip the cards and move them around. And yeah, bro, I could never do that. I could barely play video games nowadays.
Yeah, it's too much going on, man. It's too much going on. But
I ain't got.
How you doing, man? How you doing? How's your day going? I already know how your day going. But how's your day going?
It's been a wild day, man. I had to chew out in the rat room, man. But it's my own fault. I had too much going on and too many wings I was pulling at one time, and I turned around, left the tub open for too long, and somebody got out and went down the line chewing water lines. Man, I had a whole probably half-inch of water down there. It was rats in tubs swimming. It was rats in tubs hanging on to the top. It is a mess, man. It's a mess, man. I got it though. I'm good. Didn't lose too much. Only lost. Yeah, I only lost a couple pinkies and an adult or two. So it wasn't horrible.
Silver linings.
Yeah, but it's on me, man. Like it's me. It's doing too much at one time and trying to move too fast, and my own fault. So can't blame nobody but me, man. But I still fed that rat.
No, that's right. Still didn't. But see the thing like that, it happened to prevent it from happening later on a bigger scale. So you got to take those L's and those lessons. Just all right, boom, get better. Don't let this happen again later on when it'll be more detrimental to you. So
yeah, that's fact. That's good insight. That's good insight. I like that. I feel better about myself now. I like that. Appreciate you.
You already know.
Hell yeah.
Man, what else you appreciate, man? I want to see what you rocking. Appreciate, man.
We appreciate
so much. They decided where they merch today.
I seen him in the chat. My boy Slay.
Yeah.
Exotics in the building. Also, Soulful Creations as well. If you're into soul food, if you got a taste bud or two, go holla at my man. He make some of the best foods in the world. Shout out to my man Slay. And don't forget to give him a follow over here on the Ball Python tip. Head Stamp Exotics, you know what I'm talking about.
Slay, put that in the chat through Soulful Catering up in upstate New York, Syracuse to be exact. Anywhere near there. Tap in, go follow the homie, go to the restaurant, best food upstate New York. If you don't believe me, just go check it out. See for yourself.
Facts. And you know we got to stay coordinated, baby.
Coordinate. Look at that, man. Coordination is the king.
Yes, sir. Yeah, shout out to the Mofo fam, man. They was just a guest on Sunday Snaketuary. Big shout out to John, man. He always a good time, always entertaining. Shout out to the whole Mofo family. Shout out to Fred and AJ as well. You know what I'm saying? Great show today. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Welcome to FNA. Yeah.
FNA. Yeah. And then we go
snakes. Yeah.
Shout out to They let her wake and bake. Yes, sir. Patrick spit on that one, man. Shout out to Patrick. Man. There it is right there. We focused, man. Shout out to the WisConstrictors Reptiles family. Appreciate y'all. And of course, Patreon, man, the WisTang clan. Appreciate y'all so much.
Yeah.
We got Willie B in the building. Shout out to my man Willie B, man. Willie B Exotics. Appreciate you, brother. Of course, you got to have them sport peppers on there. You got to make it spicy. Shout out to my man, Levance, Miss Wesley, young Dr. Deuce, the whole Straight Fire family, man. I appreciate y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing and keep motivating us, man. We appreciate y'all always. And got to go with the loyal to the soil. We rock with Team Redline over here, man. They the best shipping, the best customer service. I've never had a problem getting anything handled with them. Shout out to like it is, man. Your turn, my boy. Who you rocking today?
I'm cheating a little bit. I got the red and black a little bit, but yeah, shout out to Banana Bread.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's man,
crispy too.
Oh, look at that, bro. Oh, yeah, shout out to Homie Mike. And he got the triple B's, the red triple B's on the side. The triple B's. Damn, that's tough. Yeah, like the BBC, you know who we be. Ball British Club, cut it out. And representing Ectothermic Dungeon. You know the whole gym. Let me slide my chair to the right or the left. I don't know how you looking at it. Right there.
Yeah.
Ectothermic Dungeon. Not flagging on the back. Oh, and you know your boy got the coordinate, so you see that red line shipping. But I got to represent for my 2020 twin and the clan with Team Clan. That's the best Patreon out there. You know what it is. WisConstrictors. That's my broski. Malaysia, yo. Yeah. That's the mustard, yo. Because you know what the flavor is going to be in a minute. So red line shipping. That's the crew. You know what I'm saying? Represent Robin and the team. Got that ketchup. But I need lettuce for my burger. So I represent for myself. Team No Glizzy on this side. But I got love for the Glizzy game. So my baby's a representative. And the homie Willie B, yo, black or everything. So the homie Willie B is, you know, he everywhere. Shout out to homie Willie B.
Shout out Willie B. Let's go.
Busy gang in the back too. Pause. Little bro, back. I see you back there, little bro. So if y'all didn't know, the show is actually running on both channels, running on the network and on Little Bro's channel. So once you tap in here, take your asses over there. Go. Watch over there. Say something so he can make you blue, so you can be a moderator. Because you know there's gonna be a couple more shows. He's got like 4 more shows this week. It's going in the channel. Yeah. So have the notification bell. I ain't gonna say what it's gonna be. Have the notification bell so y'all can rock out Little Bro. Do that. That. Yo, speaking of that, man, let's see who's in the chitty chat. Who's in the chat?
First up,
James B. Easy with the whiskey bombs and the sweets, because you know he's also All City Sweets. They ship sweets all across the U.S. You got cakes, cookies, cupcakes. I don't know about the cake shipping, but you know they'll find a way to do it. Just holler at them.
Facts. Jamie tapping in, Tire God.
With bombs. Appreciate you, Jamie.
Bombs. Appreciate you, brother. Cam, Third Coast.
Cam represent the Third Coast.
Appreciate you, brother. Got the homie Scott tapping in, Genetic Genesis.
Scott, appreciate you.
Jeff tapping in, ball.
That's what it do. My road and partner. Appreciate you tapping in.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Jeff. Big Vin Rock. Appreciate you, brother. Look at Tyson got the comment of the night so far. Sit back and enjoy. Absolutely no pause shall be said this episode. Shout out to my man Tyson. Man. Appreciate you, bro. There go the homie Slay right there, man. If you ain't following him, the link was just up there. It's right there.
Put it up there. Put it in the chat. Put it up there in the chat.
Yeah. Let me put it. It is right here. Boom. There we go. Make sure you get a homie follow at that link right there.
Solutions Catering. Get it right. T-Dot.
Solutions. See what it is. Now, where was I? Let me see. Where was I? I got to catch back up. Okay. Here we go. I got an echo. Is that me or is it just?
I didn't hear it.
Okay. Cool. It's just me.
Somebody in the chat. I don't hear that. So
if I got an echo, let me know, y'all. There he is right there with the whiskey bombs. I see you. We got Spectral Serpents tapping in.
It's a newbie in the building, but we made you blue, so go ahead and drop your link in the chat so people give you a follow, see what's going on your Instagram. And you got it says YouTube down there. Yeah, you got your YouTube in there, the YouTube chat in there.
Yeah, put the link
there, so you know we can check out see what you're doing over there.
Drop the link so we can follow you and everybody can follow you for sure. You got Benford in the building. Shout out to my man. I'm already posted up.
You already downloaded with it, already hiding. Yeah. So you see we get there too.
Appreciate you always. We got Miss Mitzi in the building.
And appreciate you, Mitzi.
Yeah. Homie Will tapping in. Will's hella heat. Time goes fast, bro. Time goes by fast, bro. John tapping in. Lucky's Python. Appreciate
you, John.
Always. We got the Naked Gardener tapping in. No pause, Poppy.
Make sure y'all catch Everyday Keepers every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, no time zone. If you can't catch it, hashtag replay gang. Put some whiskey bombs up in there. Today's episode was Connie Corso. So if you're a big dog lover like we are, I need to check that out.
Dope. All kind of jams, all kind of game. It was dope. Very dope. Very informative episode. Shout out to Father Don.
Mr. No Pause.
Mr. No Pause, Bobby. Yes, sir. Silent Assassin. James Perry. We got Anna in the building. Flat Mountain Pythons. I see you, Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
Spicy in the building.
Oh man!
Even though it ain't butterflies.
Oh, all right. Here for trash. Okay, all right.
Yeah, even though it ain't butterflies, he in the building.
Yeah.
Let me see who else here. There we go. Double dipping right there.
Well, since he's double dipping, I can throw this up there real quick. Shout out to our Weekend Warrior member, Creative Reptiles. Appreciate you, little bro, for the support.
Right.
You know what it is.
Hell yeah. Shout out to little bro, man. Much love to little bro. Much love to Dickie tapping in too with the super stickers.
Appreciate you, Dickie. Dickie in first place. Yeah. Let's go, Dickie. Yeah, sure. Everybody's losers. You the winner. Pip set. Pip set.
I see you, Pip set. Shout out to Ashley and Nikita. Appreciate y'all. There it is right there. There go the link. Over there. Get over there. Comment. Get smurfed. And then comment, man. Hashtag replay gang. Put them whiskey bonds in the chat over there. You know what it is. And then we got Robert tapping in.
I got Rob in here. Appreciate you.
Keep hitting the mic.
Bam. Huge shout out to Weekend Warrior SFC Reptiles. Make sure you give them a follow on Instagram. A sapping ton. Appreciate you for the support, bro.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Robert, man. There it is right there. Solutions Catering right there. Catering.com. Appreciate you, Slay. We got the homie Balake topping in the Python print.
He's a blockade.
Balake.
Yeah. What up, blockade?
Ashley Bailey, Chris.
Bailey and Chris. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for tapping in.
Hell yeah. Love that family, man. Shout out to them, man. It's a Samson Turner.
With the whiskey vibes, appreciate you.
Hell yeah. Look, showing love to the Glizzy gang. You know what it is.
Glizzy gang.
Look,
happy Pride Month.
Love to the Glizzy gang.
Happy Pride Month.
Yes, happy Pride Month. No doubt. Keisha showing love to the Glizzy gang.
Brave showing love to the Glizzy gang. Boom. What up, Brave?
Let me see who else in here. Will, I got Will. I do got an echo. Okay, I'm gonna leave and come back.
Oh, you do got echo?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
commercial break.
I'll come back. Yeah. Pat Wizzle, Pastel Pat. Turn up. You know what it is. Let me see. Oh, they're gonna link right there. Y'all make sure to tap in.
All right. I'll give you a follow right now.
I got a homie Josh, Morphic Exotics. Appreciate you. And then we got Kyle in the building. Markham.
What up, Kyle? What is up?
You might as well get the banner ready.
Big Double L. Let me
see. Uncle Double L in the building. Uncle Double.
Shout out to original Weekend Warrior, the very first person to sign up. Appreciate you for all you do for the whole network. You know what I'm saying? Me and my broski, Malacio, we appreciate you, man. Much love. You know what it is.
The Patreon wouldn't even be a thing without dude. Yeah. Shout out to the homie, man. Appreciate you more than you know, Big Double L. We got my man E tapping in. Eric's Morph Factory. Always tapping in, always showing love. Appreciate you, E. Much love. Repping that V unit over there. I see you. We got the PCP. Precious Clutch Project. Not that kind of PCP, man. Get your get your minds out of the gutters over there, or out of the streets, I should say. Get your mind out of the 90s. There you go. Get your mind out of the 90s. And there he is. I knew it was coming. Tapping in the burner account.
That's how you use the burner account. Be like Big Double. Get your burner account. Hit the like button. Yeah.
Jay tapping in.
Jay, what it do?
We got the homie Big Sam tapping in. Appreciate you, Big Sam.
Big Sam was just cheating on Sunday Sanctuary, man.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Yo, he had twice as many points than anybody else. That sounds like a
I
cheater to
knew
me.
that was coming.
If I kept saying it's supposed to be big, these motherfuckers don't go by the script. How I lose every week? It makes no sense. It's impossible to lose that much, right? I would think it's impossible to lose that much. I don't know.
Y'all been blessed. We just got a little mini keys rant, man. We don't get them at all. We just got a little mini rant right there. Let's go. We got the.
Wait, hold on. He said something wrong with my mic.
Gotta get
that.
I think it's me. Oh, yours sound good in my headphones.
Let me go into the settings and check.
Here, I'll put Nick back up in a minute.
Nah, mine is straight.
Yeah, it sound good in the headphones. To me, I don't know.
Oh shit! Nah, it is fucked up. I see. All right, boom.
Oh, okay.
Damn. Now she good. Now.
Oh shit! Yeah, it sounds much better. Damn. Okay, I ain't even know.
I must have turned everything off.
They're gonna homie Nick, man. Unlock Morphs in the building. Shout out to the homie, man.
Oh, hold on a second.
If you haven't, check him out.
Oh, Forever Kennedy.
Yep. If you haven't checked him out, head over to Forever Kennedy. Use the code. What's the code? Whiskey Bomb.
Whiskey Bomb.
Does it work?
Yes,
Whiskey Bomb 10.
Whiskey Bomb 10.
Okay, perfect. It's live. Whiskey Bomb 10, man. 10% off.
We gonna run a commercial. We gonna be in there. We got
they do the merch. They do all kind of good merch, man. Shout out to
your
Nick
merch
man.
done through Forever Kennedy. All type stuff. Tub pullers for your animals. Bruh, I'm telling you.
Say less. If you come into Schaumburg, you ain't got to ship it, bro. If you come to Schaumburg, I'll just grab it from you then. Pause. YouTube keep booting you. Damn, that sucks. I'm sorry. There go Mando right there. I knew you said it.
Man, I was trying to find where
shout out to the homie Mando.
They link at. I can't even see it in the unless they on but now I find now I see it.
Got it.
I didn't go up far enough.
Let me see. He got the Whiskey Bombs in the building. And then
I'm already following them.
Double L agrees with you.
Yeah, right. Come on now.
Double L agree with you. Look, don't ever question the sound quality when Pat points. You're a rapper, remember?
Retired rapper.
Jared the jeweler in the building. Appreciate
let me throw up Jared, boy. Let me see. Shout out to Jared, bro. Weekend Warrior. Appreciate you. And host of the Genetic Canvas. This week's episode actually is I think is it his collection or Big Mike's or Mike's collection? Because like I said, it was. Or which one is it? Your collection or is Banana Bread? Jared, let us know.
I think he said Mike, but I can't remember. Let us know. Jula. Oh, it's Scott and Jordan.
Oh, Genetic. All right. Oh yeah, he's doing a sponsor. Yeah,
sponsor.
All right, sponsor joint. That's right.
That's why it was in my head because Mike. Yeah, that's why it was in my head.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Shout out to Mike. All right, all good.
For sure. Dope. Yeah, come to Schaumburg, bro. Make sure you come to Schaumburg. I'll be there at least on Saturday. Probably Friday and Saturday though. Mark
Alan, what's up with the Whiskey Bombs?
Alan Exotics in the building with the Whiskey Bombs. And that's everybody, man. I don't hear the echo no more either. So maybe that's
it was the camera was picking up instead of where the microphone was picking up.
Oh, got it. All right. That makes sense. And yeah, we all caught up, man. Y'all know what time it is. Get your mind right. Refill your water, your green tea, whatever it may be. And then we'll be right back in. I'm trying to look at the time right now.
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. There we go. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes. Appreciate y'all. And then we're going to introduce a guest, man. Let's get it.
Banana Bread Royals demonstrates that taking risks leads to incredible rewards. Their work with Hypo is outstanding, and the way they combine it with their Wookiee line is truly unparalleled. The interaction with other genes like Blackhead and Stranger produces breathtaking, one-of-a-kind animals. Be sure to follow them on Morph Market and Instagram. Static Morph's an up-and-coming breeder has been working quietly under the radar and producing some heat, most notably working Stranger and Chocolate into DG, Clown, and Pied combos. Go on their Morph Market today and see what they have available. Lindworm Exotics specializes in a multitude of reptiles such as ball pythons, dual boas, coastal rosy boas, and false water cobras, to name a few. They are dedicated to providing the public with well-adjusted animals with superior quality. Follow them on Instagram and Morph Market. Black Box Reptile Cages should be your go-to for high-quality reptile enclosures and rack systems. They offer versatile hatchling and adult racks that work with both Vision and Freedom Breeder tubs, as well as a wide range of terrestrial, arboreal, and bioactive cages. Located in Beaufort, Georgia, Black Box Reptile Cages offers local pickup as well as ship and freight. Check them out at blackboxcages.com and use code WhiskyBomb25 for 5% off. Ninja Balls is more than a breeder, he's a creator. He's the innovative thinker that brought you the Kiki Ball. He strives to make living works of art and improve upon them year in and year out. Follow him today on Instagram and Morph Market, and know that with each purchase you make, you're getting quality. Selected Reptiles works with a wide range of genetic combos, including Hypo VPI Exantic, DG VPI Exantic, and Zebra, but where they stand out is their work with Monsoon, Monarch, Sunset, and other high-end morphs. In addition to reptiles, they produce premium feeder rodents, delivering to Florida, Georgia, and North and South Carolina. Make sure to use promo code WhiskyBomb5 for 5% off any snake. Check them out on Morph Market or reach out directly.
Yeah.
Shout out all the sponsors.
Plus, we got Fuzzy Acre Rodents. Shout out to the young Tyler. They service. They are actually the largest reptile distributor, a rodent distributor in North America, East North America. So they're doing it real big. They got rodents, they got quail, they got chickens, they got guinea pigs, rabbits, hamsters, you name it, they got it for your reptiles. So please use code WhiskyBomb10 to save 10%, and anything over $300 is free shipping within the US. All quality.
Some great looking animals.
Been around for 15 years, so and they stand by their product.
Facts. Y'all know young Tyler. Got to be legit. Shout out to young Tyler, the youngest boss. Shout out to Fuzzy Acres, man. Check them out. I'm pretty sure the website is just Fuzzy Acres.
Yeah,
fuzzyacres.com, I think. Or fuzzyacres.com. Okay. Yeah, y'all check them out, man. It's a great looking website. Easy, user friendly. It's not difficult to find what you want. Everything has pictures. Someone buys from them said the sizes are exactly what you expect them to be. So everything is what you expect as far as the weens are weens, smalls are smalls, and so on and so forth. So shout out to the young homie Tyler. I seen the homie Chris tapped in. There he is right there.
Appreciate you, Chris.
And then I seen
Duval.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man, and showing love. Today's guest, man, it's making waves across the reptile world. I personally have shown off the animals that they have created myself personally. It's just amazing, man. It's super cool to see. We was talking a little bit backstage, and not only the double got hit, but the triple got hit. And if you didn't know what I'm talking about, man, I'm talking about a hypo exanthic tri. I'm talking about a true ghost tri-stripe and then an exanthic tri-stripe, man. He hit them both. And it's amazing, man. The way he went about it was very, very smart. I'm not going to dive into it. I'm going to let them talk about it. The way they went about it was really, really smart. And it really kind of played the odds in a good way. And then it's just amazing to see that animal, man. We just showed it off on Wednesday. We was talking about it backstage. Me and Prophet just showed it off on Wednesday on Balls and Things, man. It's just one of the most amazing animals that I've seen recently, quite a long time. And even before that, man, just some of the best quality animals, great pairings, intelligent pairings. They're not just pairing stuff to pair stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a purpose. Everything has a reason, whether it's to push their projects or to make stuff for other people to push their projects. Super dope. Really, really cool, family-oriented group, man. I love the husband and wife mentality, and it's just always good to see them interact with each other along with us, man. Super cool group. They're just, yeah, bro. They're just crazy. The animals that they produce are just insane, and I'm excited for the future for them, and just to be a spectator and to watch it all go on. I'm excited. Shout out to Charlie.
Yeah, we still got the other sponsor video. We still got the show sponsors too. It's gonna be the separate one.
Shout out to Charlie, man. Appreciate you, Charlie. Without further ado, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna keep y'all waiting too long. Y'all give it up for the ones and the only. Wait, ones and onlys with an S. Tori and Aaron, Colorado Coldblood.
How's it going?
What's going on?
Good. Thank you for joining us.
Thank y'all for
Thanks for that intro. That was touching my soul.
Oh yeah, you man, awesome people. Thank you. Just amazing, man. Every time we've had an interaction has been just great. So definitely like you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it a lot.
Y'all gonna start seeing us soon. Probably this is 3 different podcasts we had y'all on. We appreciate a lot more to come on too, though. So it don't matter as long as y'all not tired of us. It's all good.
No, never.
This is our crowd.
Thank y'all.
I'm talking about.
We definitely thank y'all. If anybody new, I know there's a couple new people in the chat and everything.
You guys are
if you want
killing it.
Effing killing it. If you want to give them the elevator spiel, give them the 30-second intro on who you are and all that stuff.
Sure. So as you mentioned, we're a husband and wife duo here. We both have our own projects. We primarily work with ball pythons. We have plenty of other
Random
snakes
things.
and stuff like that. Other generally reptiles. So we have quite a few, but the only thing we really breed is the ball pythons. You know, we love the ability to kind of play with that living art canvas, and it's a great platform, right? So our main focus is primarily, at least for me, my primary focus is the tri-stripe groupings, as you might have guessed.
Thank you, Fred.
And then aside from that, we definitely work some different ultramel projects, as well as the cypress.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So many things, but and then Aaron's got her own setup. She's working the
Sunset
shadow
and
groups,
shadows, yeah.
shadow and sunset. Yeah.
I just
And,
hit my very
at
first
some point
visual
today-
sunset.
Yeah.
At some point today, you got Fred and AJ. They spilled the beans about a dinker, so we got to talk to you about.
Oh yes, yep. We have a
Oh,
dinker.
yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. We were happy to share that. Yeah.
Do you want to
Alright,
start there?
Hold on, before we get any further, we do got to show the show sponsors also. So this one's a lot shorter, so we're gonna show that real quick.
The Cocoa Dude offers you 2 different types of substrate for your reptiles. You can go with the black label chipper blocks with thick chunks, or the ready-to-go Cocoa to go. To get this premium cocoa, just visit their website at cocodude.com. Bashcoda Reptiles keeps and breeds a dozen species of pythons and boas, specializing in premium ball python morphs, and is an authorized distributor of Go for Cocoa substrates. Be sure to catch Craig's weekly videos on Instagram for tips and insights. Irresistible Pythons and Rattery is a family-owned business who specializes in ball pythons, working particularly with hypo, pied, and clown combos. They also provide high-quality frozen thawed feeders for local delivery throughout Washington State. Follow them on Instagram and Morph Market. ShedTesting.com is your premier destination for fast, affordable, and reliable shed genetic testing. In addition to genetic testing, they have some beautiful ball pythons on their website, ShedTesting.com. Make sure to use code WhiskeyBomb15 to save 15% off of 2 shed tests.
Yeah, thank you once again to all our sponsors and to my babe for making all those videos. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out Keisha. Definitely. Excuse me.
Dinkers? What?
Yeah, are we got a lot of Dinker fans, myself included, Keys included, merch god backstage included. Give us a little bit of the info, whatever you want to give us.
So
We're kind of still limited on the info,
yeah,
but
so we're definitely working. So
we are working on it with
It's-
actually Anna over at Flat Mountain.
yeah, you saw Anna and
Okay, shout out to Anna.
earlier. Yep. So Flat Mountain pythons. It's easier if I grab the animal.
Yeah.
It's Flat Mountain and
She's not in shed.
It's gonna
Uh,
happen. It's gonna happen.
Chris Miller at Lazy Wolf. Yeah, right.
Easy Wolf.
Yeah. The three of us have this.
Charlie.
dinker.
Speaking of Charlie, he heard his name. He heard a video. He's probably watching. He's
It
probably
was
watching.
buzzing. He
You know how
probably
he
got it in the background.
does. He air hustling. You know how you do, Charlie.
Q what to do.
We appreciate you. What up, Q?
No, not the Dinker project. Yeah.
So she got a little bit of stuck shed right now, but you can get the idea. So
Oh goodness.
that's our girl. So she's a single gene of this new genetic. So there's
That's
no
single
head.
genes.
Yep, no head.
Wow, man.
No way.
So
Wow.
the best way I can describe it is it's kind of like a combination of lesser and HRA together. Is kind of how it looks. It's got that kind of nice lesser tone to it, but it's got a little more of those reddish hues, and then you've got a lot of that kind of HRA linking. So yeah, so that's the single gene girl. Yeah,
That's amazing.
Damn.
That's amazing. That
Damn.
dorsal is so like black.
Damn, you can do
reddish.
so
That
much.
is so
Like
nice.
that's
Yeah.
the base. Man, stop
Yep.
playing.
yeah. So she's
Wow.
we had our first clutch from her this season. I'll grab the two babies we hit. They both ended up with black pastel, but
Wow.
Anybody just tapping in, I'll hit the like button because this is a no peeping time zone, no buses allowed. So I hope you hit that like button first. But
Do
I'm
that.
telling you this: get out of here. Go watch the show on Creative Reptiles channel. Go watch it over there and comment so he can make you blue. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. You want to come back and watch #replay game? I'm all with it over here. I don't mind. I'm saying, but go spread the love over there, and I would appreciate it even more than you watching it over here.
Definitely spread that love. Does not produce a white baby when paired with a lesser, Anna said too. Oh wow.
so
Wow.
so far it's proved not to be allelic with the Bell complex, or at least the lessers specifically.
Oh, that's so
So this one unfortunately is in shed,
He's blue, but you get the point.
so this one should be cypress black pastel with the new gene.
wow.
Closer. Deep
I
deep
see how
in blue, you can see the
Look at that big ass alien head in the middle.
yeah.
Oh, what the hell is it
Very
called?
nice and busy. I like
Nice.
that.
Very nice.
That one's a little bit darker than the second one, but the second one here again, there's also the possibility that blitz is in these. I think the second one might have blitz on it.
Oh
but
my.
that's-
Yeah. See hurricane-ish.
Look at the pinched alien heads at the bottom. Oh, that is wicked.
Beautiful baby.
Mike Melissa,
So,
we see you.
black
Thanks for
pastel.
tapping in, PJ.
The new gene with black pastel, cypress, and I believe this one's going to have blitz. So you've already seen the orange-headed snake, right? So he's the father to this clutch. So he ended up with either he's a cypress spot nose combo. So it has to be either spot nose or cypress. I'm leaning towards cypress based upon how the appearance is. But yeah, so this one definitely turned out much lighter and more golden, whereas that one's much darker. Even in shed, you can kind of see that dark contrast in comparison.
Yeah.
So this one's been a little bit slow on eating. This one's only had one meal, whereas that one's already on 3. So this one's taking sweet time, but They're gorgeous. I wish we would have hit one with cypress and not black pastel, because it does have a similar reaction to black pastel.
Send the pic, or I can send you the link. You can come on.
You want the link, Anna? You want the link?
You want? Yeah, you can send her the link. See if she really about it and want to hop on.
Whatever, Patrick. Okay. Can you get that dad if he's handy and he's not like paired up? Because that's one of the most amazing snakes, man. That orange-headed guy. Oh my gosh, that thing is ridiculous.
He definitely is a favorite. Yes.
My goodness.
What's going on, Darian?
Here, let me send the link over to.
All right, cool. Yeah, she with it.
Okay. Flat mountain pythons. Right? Yeah, that's it. Message. There we go. Link has been sent. Perfect. What up, Darian? Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're feeling better, man.
Word.
Oh, there he is, bro.
That's great. If you know the camera ain't picking the colors up, so
no.
My gosh.
Damn.
I just
close with the camera.
Yo, that's crazy,
bro. That's my favorite snake.
I want to just reach and take it. Like, turn the show off, snatch it. All right, cut the feed down.
Oh, he is insane.
Yeah. So that's our boy. That's our boy Nikolai. Nikolai is the orange-headed snake. So he's just for a refresher. I know you guys heard this, but he's black pastel, cypress, spot nose, and blitz.
Crazy.
So that was the father with
everything.
The dinker clutch. Like I said, I was hoping to at least hit one without black pastel because I really want to see what cypress will do in the new gene. But
yes, I do too. I think that'd be a very nice combo. Cypress and that new gene. Yeah. That's
right. Oh my gosh.
That's gonna go really good together.
We gotta see how it looks after it sheds out. You said it's black pastel and the black pastel, cypress, and the new gene hit.
Yeah, so black.
That's the one that's in shed, right?
Yeah, the babies. Those are black pastel, cypress,
dinker,
and the dinker.
Dinker, yeah. I gotta see that shit out of shed.
Yeah.
As soon as it's gonna be out of shed by Friday. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
So y'all can hang out with us on Friday so we can see them outside of the shed. You got time.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just busy. Yeah, man,
Nice,
that thing is
nice.
insane. Yeah, can you? Will missed it, I guess. The single gene dinker.
Yeah, she's.
It's kind of. Oh, it's right there.
It's right there. Right, fucking
bro. My gosh.
Yeah.
I can't believe that something like that is.
That's
just yeah. What a perfect base. What a perfect starting point, man.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect starting point.
She's pretty cool. I thought, when I realized, or once we found out it wasn't a Lilac with lesser, that's what really struck my interest because, there's so many animals out there that you get lesser into the combos and it's amazing, right? But you're careful about adding it to any of those higher end projects that have 3, 4, 5 genes because you hit that white snake, you have no idea you can shed test it, but then you're still sitting on a white snake. Is it genetically powerful? Sure, but it's still a white snake, right?
Yep.
So it's tricky because then you start running into some of those scenarios. So if you can get some of that lesser appearance, and honestly, it's got those orangish red tones to it. Yeah, so man. You get that in there. I think it's going to unlock a lot of things. Now we don't know if it has a super yet. That's the aim was to find out this last season, but unfortunately that pairing didn't go. So this year, actually, Anna, we're going to be talking with Anna about possibly getting the visual male to run him to her.
Nice.
The original male that came out of Africa actually passed. He was with Chris Sexton over at Heligai Serpents.
Okay.
So he's who actually imported him in. And after he lost him, he ended up selling off the project, and that's where Anna, myself, and Chris Miller picked him up. Actually, I picked mine up from Anna, but yeah, they were gracious enough to let us jump into the project with them, and hopefully figure some things out. So
That's just
I
crazy.
sent it on
man.
Instagram. Anna. Instagram.
It's
It might be in
from
your
WisConstrictors.
it'll probably be in your request folder, like your people who never talked to you before, wherever that goes. Do you know where in Africa, like what area that it originated out of or nothing? No.
I think he picked it up from Outback. I think I could be wrong on that, but most of the stuff I hear about comes out of Outback stuff. But if Chris was here, he could probably correct me, or maybe Anna might know. Anna might know that. But I'm not familiar with who he originally got the male from. But the male looked just like this girl. So yep.
That is that is a great place to start, because it's lesser-ish, but like you said, het reddish.
So like this fight.
And I mean,
Got
you guys might know
colors.
I'm a sucker for stripe. So everybody that sees her, they're like, "Oh, that's that tri-stripe, right?" And I'm like, "Nope."
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like too. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, right?
It does.
Not yet.
That's the right word.
I'm like you. I'm a sucker for a dorsal, and if it's blushed, oh God, sign me up. Prophet got a, what is that? Orange Dream, Blackhead Inchies.
Orange Dream, Blackhead Inchy.
Oh my gosh, the whole dorsal is just one big line of blushing, and I see that snake in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hammer that Orange Dream in there, and
yeah,
just creates that glow. That's another one that'll do a lot of that too. Is Mojave. When you get Mojave and those hypo combos and stuff, really just glows.
Locked and loaded.
Frank.
What up, Frank?
What up, Frank? Man, that's them two animals you got on the screen right now, and we haven't even looked at the tries yet. And look at this. Just look at these two.
Cypress Mojave, you say, Leroy?
Cypress Mojave is
blue.
Mojave is Cypress and everything, in my opinion.
I
got Cypress Mojave, and that thing is beautiful.
Yes. Oh, if Cypress and
building. But I said, I did put. I did pair. I gotta see what I paired off to. I put somebody in the tub the other day.
Let me know. Look. So I'll take one or two. Nick.
Anybody just tapping in, please watch. After you hit the like button, go to Creative Reptiles channel and watch it over there, and hit the like button and say something so he can make you blue.
Get smurfed.
Put some whiskey bombs in the chat. Put some whiskey bombs in the chat. Say that.
Perfect.
Put some whiskey bombs up in there. Somebody put some whiskey bombs in the chat so they know what the whiskey bombs look like if it's somebody new. Because there's a newbies in here. They might not know what to do. They might not be hip. So teach these people what to do. There's newbies everywhere.
Besides tri-stripe, what recessives are you most excited to put into that recessive right there? I'm assuming tri-stripe.
There we go. Appreciate the whiskey bomb.
Is that what you're meaning, or just in general?
Into this one?
In general, yeah, into the dinker. Yep.
I think she hits the point. Sunset. I think Sunset will complement nicely, because as you can see, she's full grown. She's what, 3 years old at least, 3-4 years old, because she did just have her first clutch and everything. So but the brownout's not really there so far. I mean, she's darker than she was, but it's not a crazy brownout. So I think that would pair nicely with probably Hypo Sunset type of combo.
Yes. Exactly what I was thinking. Oh, amazing.
Hypo.
Yeah, I think Hypo, and honestly, the other one, DG.
Sorry,
I think DG will look fantastic. You clear up a little bit of that.
And Hypo, come on now. Gets no better, right? Lives gets no better than that. Yeah. You don't agree with me? Say something. He agrees with me. See that?
Oh, that's great. I got all the whiskey bombs. Let's go. I appreciate
all y'all.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it's interesting too, because like I said, it definitely reacted similar to like Lesser and Black Pastel. But you still, so one of the key reasons that I did this pairing between the two is because it has so many reflections of what HRA looks like, with the exception of the color, that I was curious if it was going to end up being a Leland in the Black Pastel complex.
Smart.
So that was really the primary intent behind it. I wanted to see Cypress with the new genetic, but I did want to see if it had a reaction to black pastel the same way. So yeah, it definitely kind of picked up that kind of almost lighter tone and everything like that, the black pastel and lesser do, but I didn't see the same reaction that you would expect out of like the gargoyles on the onyx, right?
Yes.
With the senior, the black pastels. So otherwise the pattern would have completely exploded, right? You get all that crazy pixelation on the sides for those onyx. So, or honestly, even at that rate, the super HRAs, right? The red
super,
examples.
yeah, exactly.
So didn't really get any of that. So as you can see, the color just kind of flashed up more, and you got a little bit more of the connections on those keyholes.
Yellow belly.
Yep.
I think honestly,
yeah, I think Trojan's another one that will go really well with this.
Oh
too.
yeah,
really good. Yeah, that's a really good combo to throw at that too. I think that would look amazing.
That color palette, that's already
well.
like the color that Trojan would be. So that might be
So we have our Trojan male that he's also had
puzzle.
So
I want to see that in puzzle. That'd be amazing in puzzle.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll go crazy in puzzle because it already got that little stuff at the bottom, kind of like puzzle has sometimes. So yeah, that'd be really nice. I like to see how intensified that'll be.
I like Trojan, man. I love people working with that.
Yeah, I really like Trojan. I had a 1.1. They both passed on me, but yeah, I had a 1.1. I was gonna try to make supers, but I'll grab some more.
If only I knew a guy.
Well, you got
that's the Trojan
double
head. He's double head hypo DG.
Fucking crazy.
My gosh.
Look at that.
I'm gonna tell you something, and it's gonna sound crazy. And I love zebra, but
I was like, yo, he got a Trojan zebra.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. So I truly suspect there's something else going on in this male, but the person I bought it from got it off of an auction, off of one of the Tinley. It was either the Tinley or the Arlington auction, and it came originally from Canova. So who knows?
Look at him blushing on that. It's crazy,
bro. That is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's gorgeous
and it's soft still. You know what I mean? Like it's yeah. Oh, that's craziness, bro.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, we already know that hypo really blasts up those colors. Some of the het DGs can do the same, but it's got too much of that banding and stuff that's really throwing me off on him because I've seen Trojans do that, but
kind of creamy.
It is creamy.
So I'm excited. I mean,
bro,
imagine where the double hat.
All right, well, come on Friday. We talked them into coming out hanging out Friday, so you can come hang out Friday too, Anna, if you want.
Yeah.
Anna, we can help you set that up on Friday too.
Yeah, they can teach you how to Dougie. Use the internet.
Yeah.
That will go crazy. Log on. I don't say teach you, but logging on is kind of crazy sometimes, especially if you use an iPhone or any of those Apple products. So
and
thank you, Anna.
So that's kind of what we've been talking about is trying to get it into the clown stuff. We know clown's clown's the staple, right? Everybody kind of judges clown. Yes. So we did want to get the new gene into the clown project to at least start getting some idea of how it's going to impact that. So we want to start making some of those hats, and that's the plan this upcoming.
Somebody's going to want it. You're going to have to.
Smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
And I think, that's also why I was trying to get into that spot nose.
No worries, Anna.
Stuff too, right? Yeah. Because if we get it, spot nose is another one a lot of people focus on, right?
Yep.
And we want to give people an idea of what this thing can do, but we also don't want to release it until we know whether or not it has a super, because
smart.
For all we know, maybe it is another line of bell that's not compatible. Maybe it's like VPI versus TSK is Anthic, right? So
think about that.
I don't necessarily think that's going to be the case, but at the same time,
just in case,
I'd rather be educated on it before we give it to any potential
ducks in
people
a
getting
row.
into the project, right?
Yeah.
I want to be able to tell them what to expect. Yeah, and that's,
people gonna have questions. They go, oh, so what about this and what about that? And
Yeah.
like, and it's cool if you're, oh yeah, I know this for sure. It
Gotta
doesn't
put
work.
in the
This,
labor.
yeah,
Every parent gonna be a learning experience either way too. So you know,
100%.
so you can never lose with it. Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, and you know,
Look
again,
at
this
Ash.
dude, come on, man. You know it is. Right, it is. You hope it
Cryptic
was
too.
hypo. That's what you like. I wish it was hypo, but sorry, we love hypo, but it's clown.
We love hypo. We love hypo, but it's definitely clown. It's definitely clown. I would like to see that in cryptic as well. I think cryptic could kind of maybe
now you
mess
just
with
made
that
Ashley
back stripe
happy
a
saying
little
that.
bit.
well,
That
and
would
that's
be
so that's also the benefit of the fact that we just hatched those other two. So those other two we hatched out this season were both males. So we have a little bit more leeway
Come on,
there. We
Nathan.
can get it going to multiple females that we have. Because we do have some like our Powerball girls. We've got the Kryptons. We've got the DG het clowns, everything like that from the male side too. So we have options. I've got what I refer to.
Yo, Robert.
Look at Robert. I thought pastel was.
Because technically it is.
It is. What's up, Nathan?
Yeah. So
congrats, Alan. Congrats.
We'll have to see. I mean, one of the ones I'm excited to kind of try as well is we've got what I lovingly refer to as my faux Angolan ball python. So yeah, she has the appearance of an Angolan.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Wild.
Let's see
I want an Angolan, man. They're so freaking cool.
That snake Corey just had was crazy. My gosh.
Yeah.
You could put that next to a zebra, and I bet you a lot of people choose that
I
over
thought it was a zebra Trojan. I'm like, oh, shit, they got a zebra Trojan. But he just said a zebra double head. That's crazy to me. But all right. Hey, you paid. That's what you pay for. That's what you
exactly. That's what it's. Yeah.
All right.
F2 male in July. Nice. Very nice, Anna. Heck yeah. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. They go in one direction, you go in another direction. Y'all meet over and cross over if you want to.
Second generation. Yeah.
Very smart.
Oh, she's in blue, but you'll get the point.
She's very blue, but you'll get the idea.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, that does.
Angolan.
Yeah. So she's a butter. Oh my word.
She's a lot.
Butter, hurricane, leopard. She's possible super leopard.
It's hard to make.
Posse yellow belly.
Clown.
And then she's I believe she's also het clown. So I'll have to run the shed tests on her and stuff. But she's been a kind of one of those slow growers. She's almost 5 years old, and she's just hitting that point.
All right.
So
okay.
So yeah,
of course the best ones make you wait, you know.
Yeah,
because that's be hard to reproduce, man. Like, nah,
man.
Yeah. So I love that pattern. Like I said, it was one of those ones where I came back to the table like 4 times. It was, and by that 4th time, I'm like, okay, I'm
like, it ain't going yet. All right, I'm taking it.
And you know, because I tell people that all the time when you're talking about your snakes and what to add to your collection. If it's something that jumps out at you like that,
no pastels or clowns.
Yeah,
they don't have pastel or clown in their collection. They
getting rid of it all.
They bougie like that. Cryptic only.
Cryptic only.
Yeah, no, pastel absolutely runs rampant here.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of clown though.
No, we really don't.
We've got visual clowns. We have 3.
3. Yep, I forgot about the one.
We only have 3 visual clowns in house.
I got like 8 visual clown males. What you talking about?
We have what? Let's see. We have 2.
Look
at
Ashley making demands.
If you include the Kryptons, we have 3 hets. So.
Okay.
Damn, that's wild.
Look at Ashley already making demands. That's almost an impossible snake. And Ashley wanted to put a recessive on top.
I mean, Ashley, then the real question comes in. Okay, VPI or TSK?
Yeah.
I like the way you think.
Or maybe a hypo tri-stripe axanthic version of it.
That's it. That's the way to go.
I mean, you
Look.
get an idea what the hypo might look like now.
I mean, because she's
Yeah.
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
It has a perfect color, man. Like,
Yeah, and like I said,
I can
she's
just imagine that on a
really
shit.
dull right now. She's because normally it's that nice kind of crisp,
Like
almost reddish. Yep,
Yeah.
it very, very much looks.
Oh
like
yeah, I like black lace too.
Black lace is nice.
Not too many people have it.
Black lace is nice. Look, everybody said a TSK, so
TSK?
I mean,
Because of black
All right.
axe, man. You want black axe?
because
That's
of
what
the
I'm
because of the
like.
So
black.
you're
lace.
saying I got to do this like I did the tri-stripe and say, all right, VPI it is.
Yeah, let's go.
I love the VPI tri-stripe. I know people
Yeah,
don't
I
go to
love
the True Ghost. I like only thing I like the head paws on the True Ghost. Other than that, I like the contrast. I like that
The
black
contrast. Yeah, I
bro.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, tri-stripe lends really well to anything that has high contrast. Like we've already all seen the Desert Ghost tri-stripes, right? Or the pastel Desert Ghost tri-stripes. Those things are outrageous, right? But it's so crisp on its blacks that it just lends really well to high contrast stuff.
Yeah.
Amazing, man.
That is
Amazing.
a fact. Even simple like OD tri-stripe is insane because of how black the blacks are. And yeah, man, it holds. MJ holds the black better. I don't know that TSK, man. I don't know that TSK and that VPI is if you add some pastel, you add a little fire. Put the tri-stripe on there by itself. Wait, you'll see, Leroy. You'll see. You will see.
You will see.
Which one's your favorite, Aaron?
Of what?
Out of the tri-stripe was just hit.
Honestly, I'm gonna just go with the Xanthic tri-stripe.
See?
I love what the hypo does, but I don't know. I'm just
that contrast, that black.
That
how can you not like that?
Right. How can you not?
That is
There's
ridiculous.
The Xanthic.
Oh my God. Perfect, man.
Right. I love that.
I just love
My
the black and
goodness.
the silvers, if I'm being honest.
That's my favorite. We'll go to the next. We'll go to the. We can show the hype.
see what you did there, Ashley.
But that's.
I see what
The
you did there.
trifecta,
Trifecta.
yeah.
I see what you did there.
Oh man,
that is amazing. Oh my gosh.
Mike, I'm listening to. Yep.
Yeah.
You know that's. You sure you want that? You sure you want that?
It's had hypo. It's had hypo.
You sure you want that?
It's had hypo.
100% head hypo.
100%. No
100%.
question. No doubt.
Yep.
You go hit some hypos.
And then
Oh, that thing's just
Corey's gonna show the cream of the crop.
That's not the cream of the crop. That's not the cream.
wrong Xanthic, but still phenomenal. Look, Ashley. Oh my gosh. I think I actually might like the tribe better. The triple. God.
Nah, I'm going with the contrast.
Oh
Sorry.
man, bro.
Sorry, black and white. The black, y'all. Because it's black, y'all.
That looked like you just turned off. You just turned down the color, and it's just you looking at an old black and white picture or something, bro. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, my thought is that in general, the hypo is going to cause it to age so much better too, right?
Better, yeah.
That's really the gist of it, right? It's just going to brighten. It's going to look so clean. I'm very, very excited to see where this goes. The hypo, the head hypo is definitely helping this animal. It's just cleaner. It's brighter than most of the typical straight up Xanthics, right? And again, you got that deep dark blacks for the contrast. It works very, very well. You got that, and then on this side, it basically just adds the blushing on that entire dorsal with that hypo.
Yeah.
And then again, the thing that I love on tri-stripes is all that flaming coming up the sides. It's just the belly pattern is really one of the major things that sells tri-stripe for me. I love I love that extra kind of flaming coming up those sides. I don't know if I can catch it on camera here real well, but
oh yeah, we saw the
it's like that, but super.
We saw that.
So this guy doesn't have as much of that, as much of the flaming. His is actually a lot more clean, so it's actually white around those edges. So that's not actual flaming.
Okay.
It's actual pattern break, which is different than most of them. Whereas like
That's
on the
cool,
back side, you can see there's what the flaming actually looks like on the tail. So
that's really cool.
Yeah. So it's real interesting. But yeah, love how these guys came out.
It's like wrangling cats back there.
Yeah, they're squirmy babies, plus they're hungry. Today's normally feed day, so I'm holding off on feeding them until this evening.
Yeah, I feed on Sundays too.
Just because I knew we were going to end up pulling some out tonight, so like, let's not mess with them. But,
that is great. Oh my goodness.
No,
who said it? Nick said it. Goals, man. Goals.
Goals. I know that clutch was like amazing. Great feeling. Or did y'all cut or they all just pipped out?
So we
both.
So the key to it is that we wait for at least one pip and then we cut. So once we have the first pipper in there, that tells me that basically everybody's had enough time to kind of go through the process, right? And that's where I'm comfortable cutting. I don't like cutting too early because you're just risking adding bacteria or different things like that. That's just our personal opinion. But as long as we've already got one little head poking out, they've had the time. They're only about a day away at that point. And typically once I cut at that point, they're out in under 24 hours at that point. The exception to that is one of our incubators tends to be a little warmer on the backside. So when I see those ones pip, occasionally the ones at the front are a little bit behind schedule. So they may take 2 days to come out, but not too shabby.
Pip Stalkers is asking you a question.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that because we're gonna have to work on that because that's exactly the problem I've been running into now is I'm like, okay, well, I started going down that path of naming conventions and I took most of the stars of the show, right? So anything on the Axanthic side is following the Wheel of Time series naming convention. So I've been a fan of that book for
we're a bunch of nerds
years.
over here.
So
unite.
Yep.
That's the easiest way to kind of keep naming conventions up when you're doing it is finding something that is close to you or something that you can follow. So anything that in that group follows the Wheel of Time series, anything on the Ultramel side of the Axanthic hypos, the Hypo Ultramel side, tri-stripe side of the table, that one's following the Sword of Truth series. That was one of my original ones that got me hooked into that genre. So both of those follow their own naming paths, and that's how we kind of keep them straight. And it also makes it easier when I'm sitting there going through names on a sheet. Then I'm like, oh, that belongs here, right? So yeah,
that's cool.
Yep.
That's a good organization. Good way of organize. I like that.
We name all of our breeders. We're a bit behind on quite a few at the moment because there's so many. But
I can only be creative to a certain point, and then my brain turns off.
Yeah. Well, and some of them aren't necessarily directly involved in a project yet, right? So it becomes that scenario of okay, either we have to add the name once they're involved in the specific project that we know they're focused in on, or they just end up. A lot of times we try and key in their names, especially on some kind of personality trait as well, right? Silly things like we've got our original pastel and she lesser girl. She goes by Heidi because literally when I first got her, that she never came out of a ball. Not one.
I named one of my first snakes Houdini because he went missing.
Yeah.
In the incubator. He got out the tub and went missing in the incubator. Oh shit. All right, you're Houdini.
Find all of it. Yep. Exactly. The IEL names are going to be fantastic. See, it absolutely, that one gives me a lot of paths to go down. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Now I just have to pick.
Yo, he find a way to take a shot at Nanny. Oh, somebody
take a shot at Nanny every time.
Every day. Somebody.
Every time.
Just Carnage.
Carnage? What?
Call it Carnage.
Carnage. Shrek characters. I started with Marvel because that'll never end.
Marvel and Disney characters.
Disney,
anything.
Marvel,
More than
Star
Disney.
Wars. You could
You
go
you
for hours.
have to start doing deep dives into the old comics,
Oh,
right?
but Mike has a question. Spicy Noodles. How long you been working both
Yeah,
projects? I guess
how
like
long?
Hypo Try and Exantic Try, I would assume.
Yep.
Didn't bring them
So
together.
Hypo Try, well, they're both pretty close. So the Axanthic project, the Hypoaxanthic project was something that came up probably the first or second year I was working with the Tri-Stripe stuff. So we've been working on this for eight, almost 9 years, something like that now,
nice.
I think.
Committed. Yes.
So we made our own hets and then just kind of
Nice.
worked through the project. So we were lucky enough. So anybody who's been following us for a while can remember our old video where I was in complete shock doing our egg cutting because quite literally we went to our Axanthic girl at the time. Fun story for her is at the time we had no idea that what line of Axanthic she was. So, and shed testing at that point in time, not a thing.
Didn't exist.
So it was like, well, I don't really care because she's one of the nicest looking Axanthics we've ever seen. So I was like, forget it. I'm gonna throw King to her. That's our Hypo Tri male, our originating male. And so I threw the Hypo Tri male in with her, and I'm like, that's fine. We'll just make our triple hets, and then the next upcoming seasons we'll figure out what line she is and go from there. Because again, I don't really care what line it is. I care that it looks good. You know, and so to me, that was more important than really knowing what the line was. Now I will tell you that it took 5 years to find it. But and actually it's funny because the year that we found it is actually the same exact time that that shed testing or had the option. So quite literally I in fact I was sending off sheds over to Ben for at RGI for his working towards Tri-Stripe stuff, right? And so I was sending that off, and he saw in the baggies on some of them that they were het for an unknown line of Axanthic. And so the week before I got the results, I cut the eggs and we figured out that it was VPI because we ran her to our VPI snow. And so boom, we hit all Axanthics off of that. I'm like, oh, there we go. We got it. It's VPI. And Ben was really nice about it because then a week later when he sent us some information saying, hey, thanks for sending the sheds in, everything like that. He's like, I saw you had an unknown line. He's like, I went ahead and tested it for you. So just so you know, you have VPI. So I didn't even ask him. He was really cool about just doing that for us to kind of help us out and say thanks for sending sheds. But with that, yeah, it was really funny. The timing on that was crazy. But so that's kind of the random detour. We didn't know what line she was, but I knew I wanted Axanthic and that Axanthic to go. But everybody will remember the original video when I cut those eggs because I'm sitting there shaking and in shock because you got little hypo heads popping out of the eggs. We had no idea. It turned out she was 100% het for hypo. So we ended up, that's why our males for these clutches were two visual hypo double heads where the females were all triple heads.
Yeah,
so we got to kind of cheat a little bit and double the odds on that one, but
that's sweet.
Yeah,
push yourself ahead a year or two too. Yeah.
So that was pretty awesome. So that's
awesome.
It took 2 clutches to hit these 2, which is by far way fewer than it should normally take.
We got lucky.
We did one clutch last year. We hit a True Ghost that was 66% het try out of the grouping. She ended up actually being a failure to thrive too, so that one hurt. But other than that, Ashley actually has the Hypo Tri male from that grouping last year. We tested him for VPI and he didn't test out, so she scored that Hypo Tri male. But so that's kind of a little bit of the backstory, but we've been working on it for 8 years from the original idea up through now. It took 8 years. So it's definitely faster than a lot of people that have gone after triples.
Yes. Hypo pairing when she only locked once.
Yeah. Actually, that's what's even more
legit locked once.
One lock.
And then boom.
I was at the point I was frustrated with that female because I was trying to figure out what line of Axanthic that year. And so I went ahead and I was like, okay, I kept throwing in my TSK male in there, my het TSK male, and just kept throwing them in there. They wouldn't have anything to do with each other, opposite ends of the tub at all times, never even getting near each other. And so I was like, you know what, forget it. I don't care anymore. I didn't have any VPI line that was big enough to actually put to her yet. So, because we had that VPI Snow, but he was still a fresh hatchling at that point. So I was like, well, I know I want to go after the hypo axanthic tri-stripe stuff. So I was like, it doesn't hurt. I'll just make my hets now, and then we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
And our tri-stripe boy will breed a garden hose.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, King, he never hesitates. He's usually within about 30-40 minutes, he's locked up with girls. And that time, same thing. 30 minutes, he was locked up with her. Locked once. And after I pulled him out, a week later, she ovulated, and there she went.
And took.
So yeah, one time, that's all it took. And that's, it was just one of those, things that you're like, well, I guess we're going this route. But yeah, even still, then she wouldn't breed for the next 2 years for us after that. And then finally I had the chance with the VPI Snow, and we got a whole pile of axanthics that were het for albino. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. It was it's pretty wild. And it's funny. It made me laugh too, because of course everything else in the collection is all TSK.
Wow.
She's the only one that's not. And
my goodness.
That, and of course now obviously all the tri-stripe grouping is all in VPI now, which is fine.
Oh, nice.
I don't have a problem working both lines. It's fine with me, but
yeah.
Nice. I love it.
Heck yeah.
That's awesome.
Man, triples in, what'd you say, 8 years?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
from and you was doing head to head originally, right? Or head to
so that was a visual hypo try to the axanthic het hypo.
And they made their own hets to start with.
Yeah, we made our own triple hets to start with. So the females, we have 4 females. They're all triple het for the 3. The two boys, those are both visual hypos, double het. And at the same time, so along the similar lines, we started the Ultramel hypo tri-stripe at the same exact time as that one. And we missed
everything.
We missed 2 years in a row so far.
Actually putting bad juju on you.
So, yeah, we didn't hit Ultramel, and we didn't hit tri-stripe. We got hypos though.
Yeah. She didn't want y'all hit Ultramel. That's juju. That's actually putting the bad juju, because she don't like Ultramel, but she like hypo. She's like, yeah. Hit hypo.
Hit hypo.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah. The only downside to the Ultramel side of the project is we do have spider mixed into a couple of them, and say what you want about spider, it's fine. I don't care, but spiders don't necessarily bother me, because to me, anybody who has had a ball python knows the first thing to go on a ball python, if they have a bad quality of life or uncomfortable, is their eating habits. Every one of our spiders in our collection is enormous because they never skip a meal. So take that for what you will. But that being said, I don't really like spider and tri-stripe. So it kind of goes back to the whole thing of like blade clowns and stuff like that. I'm not a huge fan of that, because to me, or even tri-stripe clowns are kind of on that fence for me right now too, because it reduces so much of that side patterning that I'm losing what I refer to as the tri-stripe, right? And it's those side stripes that really draw me in. Now, I want to be able to mess with those side stripes and see what we can do with them, but I prefer the more striped out animals on the sides. So that's just where my eye goes to. That's the only reason that spider tries. I'm like, give or take. It's still a cool animal, but it's not my cup of tea. So
I can agree with that. It's too reducing. I can agree with that.
Yeah, and there's it's kind of if you follow Clown, right? Clown has had that history too.
Don't put that on me. I wouldn't work it, but an ultra hypo try is gonna pop so hard. Shout out to Ashley. At least she understands.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. If you follow the Clown project, right? In the beginning, everybody was trying to reduce Clown. They were trying to get those nice,
Now you want it busy.
cut crowns, everything like that. And now over the last, I don't know, 10 years or so, it's completely flipped over. Now it's like, how busy and chaotic can we get it? Right. And so I think the tri-stripe stuff can fall down a similar line and pattern of approach, right? To me, I want to see what we can do with those extra belly patterns, because that belly pattern is insane. The more you can mess with that, and the perfect example to that is actually Zach Schrader's the GHI tri-stripe, right? That thing is outrageous. I mean, you blow up those side patterns, and it shows just how crazy that can look, right? So yeah, tri-stripe's amazing to me. There's so much we can still do. It's in its infancy, 100%. Even though it's been out for more than 20 years.
Wow,
so crazy. Super untapped though, man.
Absolutely, yeah.
Super untapped, yeah. And not even a recessive route. I'm curious to see what a lot of codoms, like you just said, that GHI try is insane. So I'm curious to see what all the codoms do. All
Absolutely.
of them. So yeah.
Nope. And then just this week, I'll throw the other shout out to somebody else. So Kyle Frost just dropped the puzzle try. Absolutely fantastic. I think that's another cool approach. That's something that I've been working towards. We don't have the visual puzzle towards it yet, so that's why we haven't been down that path. We've got the hets in progress, but I'm excited to see that, because I think that's another solid animal. There's so much we can do with that. Absolutely, so much we can do with that. So yeah, puzzle's amazing. And I do want to see what the cryptic tries look like. That's another one that it's kind of got that little side thing in my head, like that something wild can happen there, or it can be a nice baseline, right? And I think somebody just dropped pictures of that somewhere this last week or two. So
keep going if you guys don't stop.
Yeah, I know. I never shut up.
No, you keep going. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cryptic tries are crazy. I haven't even thought about that. I know Ashley gonna go that route probably eventually, sooner or later. But
we had to make
somebody just dropped something.
Cypress, Cypress tried. You had to
try.
Yeah. Can we see that?
Cypress?
I think you got me.
Yeah.
Didn't you get it? Yeah.
So I don't have a Cypress try.
Okay.
We have that tri-stripe that's that unknown genetic, or the tri-stripe that looks like it's got pastel or Enchi in there that
the tri-stripe something
should not.
Really?
And then
go get her.
Yeah,
because she's an anomaly.
Yeah, she's
really.
I just assumed like y'all got. Oh man, I love Cypress. I'm gonna put Cypress.
We have Cypress and everything except tri-stripe.
We were doing
for the moment.
We were doing that pair this year, but that's not going to go.
Very curious. Looks like it has pastel and Enchi, but it shouldn't have either.
Yes.
Curiouser and curiouser.
What was the parent?
So it was our original hypotri male to our het tri female. And that, again, these are animals we have bred many, many times over.
Bro, that is amazing, man.
I can't see how it's not past.
And then you'll see the head. There's no blushing on the head. The eye stripes don't really say Enchi. Of course, she's going to be nice and shy. Come on, girly.
The grittiness. Yeah.
So you can kind of see the head.
Oh, wow. New pastel.
Yep. So it's got that kind of Enchi gold appearance with all that extra yellow and the granity flecking like in there. Does. But the eye stripes don't say it. And obviously the head doesn't say pastel. She is 100% het for hypo, but I've got a ton. I've dealt with hypo so much. To me, that can't be that. Nope. She's got a little bit, if you actually look here, almost like paradoxing.
Paradox. I was looking at that little gray. Yeah.
So
excuse me.
It's hard to say. I mean, we'll probably shed test her and see what anything comes back, if anything comes back. The other one that people have thought is maybe Orange Dream or something, but
it has me Pro.
looks like the Husbandry Pro logo.
I don't know. Super Cyber
Very
is bad.
gritty at the tail end too.
How will Super Cyber be bad? Is it?
They can wobble.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're technically in the wobble complex.
Yeah,
so.
they can.
But
The way that
y'all got 8 balls though, so it's like
we don't have any 8 balls.
We have
you don't have
power
8
balls.
balls.
We do have,
That's
we
not
have, a,
power
we have a
balls.
power ball.
I meant power
Power
balls. I
ball.
think Super
Yeah,
Spot. I don't even know why I say 8 ball.
She's a little wobbly, but even
they
still,
can wobble sometimes.
the other one too is
Yeah, but I'll go.
technically
Man, I
the
love power
Cypress and the
balls.
spot nose. Everybody's told me Cypress spot nose wobbles too, and none of ours. You saw the
You
orange
saw the
snake.
orange-headed snake.
Like,
He doesn't wobble.
He's not squirreling anywhere. So
Oh, she actually said his wobble was really bad.
yeah. Now
It's like, oh
yeah, and I've seen
up,
bad
man.
examples of both, right? Bad and good examples of both. So it's
Fred got some. I know Fred.
It's the Danny spot.
I know Fred has a super Cypress. Fred and AJ. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is a route we're gonna mess with a little bit probably, but the other one I want to kind of work into the tri grouping is so we have the Arroyo group in there too. So I'd kind of like to see what a Rio tri does.
Yes, sir. Good move.
We'll have to see, because again, there's also only so many pairings we can do. So now I have 2 Arroyo girls that are ready to rock and roll. One of them is just a straight Arroyo. The other one is a soul sucker Arroyo. So
nice.
she lives up to the name of soul sucker. She's not a pleasant snake.
Oh my god. So actually, her name is Ravenna. So from Snow White, the queen that would suck your soul to make her younger.
Yeah.
So that's why her name is Ravenna. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one you don't like opening the tub for?
No. I don't go near her.
One of them.
Yeah, I hate those. Like, damn, man, you gotta eat shit.
Yeah, no. Even like when we clean, I'm like, oh, look, Ravenna's for you, Corey. I'm moving on.
Yep. Next tub. I have not seen a sunset try.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I have not.
Not yet.
That'd be probably craziness. That's gotta be crazy.
So we got there's the HRA tri-stripe.
HRA, yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah.
That belly pattern is just.
That is nice. The layers,
We have a 1.1 of these. Hopefully soon here, maybe this coming season, we'll be able to take our shot at visual red xanthic hypo tries.
That's going to be
they're both 100% head hypo as well.
That's going to be nuts.
This girl's our pastel blackhead hypo.
Perfect.
So yeah,
I love pastel and blackhead.
Yes, sir. Look at all that blushing on it.
Yep, that blushing goes crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
she goes so well with the hypo. I mean, I'm very, very, very curious to see how this goes in the tri grouping.
In the tri,
I think that dorsal is going to widen up nicely with the blackhead. But
what are your chances?
What are the chances looking like for the blackhead tri? Ashley just asked that on time.
So
Aaron said
that literally depends on this lovely little girl right here.
Yeah.
So she's been running a little slow, but
it's always the ones you want to go.
Yeah, she eats like a champion. She's been a slow grower, so it's one of those ones where if she's ready, she'll get a shot, but probably not by this year, just based on the size. You can kind of see the difference there. But if she hits a growth spurt and gives it a shot, she will be 3 years old this year, or 2.5 years old this coming season. Yeah. So she's only just shy of 2 years, or she's right around 2 years now, I guess.
Oh, that dorsal. My goodness. Oh, that's going to be sick in the tri. Could you imagine what that side pattern is going to look like? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's going to be sick.
So, and then you start seeing, the layers between that. And then, honestly, throwing in the xanthic on top of this, right?
Yes.
I mean, that contrast is going to go nuts. Um,
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
so that's kind of why
Yeah.
we've been building so many of these pets on the side, for waiting for the day that we started to hit some of these. Are we going to be squirmy now?
Yes.
I know. Didn't want to come out, and now you don't want to chill out.
He's out now.
Yeah, like now I'm
Yeah, now
going.
you're running.
So yeah,
Oh, that is so nice, man. That's gonna be
Mhm.
amazing.
that's the blackhead target. If there, we might run the super blackhead yellow belly to one of the tri-stripe females, and then that way we can hopefully can hit a male that's going to be double head hypo tri. That would
Yep.
be going for the super blackhead hypo tri.
That was my next question. Were you gonna go for the super?
Hypo.
So yep. I should have known, but you know,
Blackhead everything.
I had to ask. Yeah, I love blackhead.
Why not
man.
put super blackhead into it?
I love
Look,
blackhead
Mike's
too.
back there dancing.
Mhm.
I think blackhead belongs in everything.
Everything.
I agree with
Everything.
I agree with you.
Blackhead
Vibe
with
with
OD
super,
and everything.
no issues. Yeah, OD too. Yeah.
Mm.
Were you parents Cypress on both sides, Nick? Man, is that what was going on? Is that what you meant by that?
Here's your Barnhart Cypress.
Yeah, Nick's blackhead everything too, man. He got man.
What is
Yeah.
Barnhart Black Pestle Cypress.
That's got to be.
He
Yeah,
wants me to show you this Barnhart Black Pastel Cypress.
Yes. Yes.
That's nice.
Yes. Freaking
That's
nuts.
amazing. That Barnhart is killing it.
Yeah.
The Cypress, man, they go together so good.
Same animal, except this one has Mojave.
Whoa.
Whoa, she don't like her, huh?
And then this one is the same
Like,
thing,
ain't
but
that looking
she's got Mojave.
Oh wow,
And
Literally.
she's in
does.
red. She's in blue.
That's the only difference
Yeah.
between them is
That's
just
wild.
Mojave.
Just the Mojave.
Wow.
Yep.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, she
Damn.
don't like Mojave. That's what it is. She's like, man, get that.
I know, right?
it's that darn Bell complex, right?
Wow. He's a little spicy. Okay.
That is amazing right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Same thing, just has Mojave added to it.
I love the color on there.
So the only there's
And it's
some
in blue. So
potential
And
weirdness
she's in
there.
blue, yeah.
So she
Yep.
there is the possibility that Goblin's in the mix, and the other potential possibility is Sable might be there. So we got some animals that were just kind of wonky, and then I reached out to the breeder,
I'm
and
8'4".
they're like, well, Sable was in the original pairing. I'm like, okay. Like, well, we have animals that I have no idea how to ID now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because them alien heads are just they're gone and they're pushed super far away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's wicked, man. I'm a poor.
I'm 8'4".
Oh, Nick, I'm a poor. Oh, that's the issue with breeding is because you're poor. I mean, that's all our issues. Bro.
That's what he's doing.
We just
That's what
gotta
he's
go the
doing.
long
Wrong.
route.
I got it. All right.
Yeah.
Every
Same
time
boat,
we try
same
to
boat.
show him, he's in shed. Every time.
Every single time
Mhm.
we have to show this snake, he's in shed.
Oh,
That's the blackhead.
why got to be in shed?
Oh my goodness.
That's the super blackhead yellow belly.
Oh my gosh, man.
And
Damn.
like I said, this is very, very dull. I don't know if you can see his eyes, but he's very much.
Oh yeah,
at
he in zombie
he's
mode. Yeah.
deep in blue. But yeah, he's pitch black.
Knew
It's
that was coming.
pretty amazing.
I know
I
that's
knew
right.
that was coming. I knew that was coming. I was waiting for that one.
Yeah.
Say that to Memphis
Yeah.
one way. I
already
knew
thinking,
that
like,
was
man,
coming.
I could put that to any yellow belly complex and go crazy.
Go crazy.
Yeah, he's super dark.
My God.
I got every yellow belly complex gene, so I can
Yeah,
do something.
run them.
Do so with him.
Run them.
Run them.
Run them.
Run them.
We have most of them. We don't have asphalt.
No.
And
Gotta get the asphalt.
Well, we have gravel.
so we got gravel.
Me.
We got gravel, Spectre, yellow
I
belly.
like Inspector. I love Spectre.
Spectre. Spark.
Spark.
Yeah, we don't have Spark. Actually,
We don't
that's a
have
good point.
Spark. Yeah.
we didn't get the Puma stuff.
No.
The first and foremost, like the Gravel Spectre. That's such a cool animal. She's one of the favorites for something so simple. She's
Simple.
amazing.
Yes, I agree.
You know, and sitting her next to the Super Stripe itself, right? You can absolutely see the difference. Like the darkness behind the Gravel Spectre is, it's night and day. So that's really fun. We actually just hatched some babies out of that one.
I got an Asphalt Spark from FNA. Road Rage.
Nice.
Road Rage. Yeah.
Mhm.
Road
Yeah.
Rage.
Those are
I like
amazing.
Road Rage, I love it.
I like it.
Those are amazing. Are you going any Xanthic route with any of the blackhead stuff too?
So I will be from that blackhead towards the blackhead tri-stripe stuff. That's the plan. So I do want to this male here. The
Word,
hyper,
Ashley.
yeah, either
Try
one
to
of these
nuts.
males technically.
But that's what he's doing anyway. That's what he's going for. The super
That's what
blackhead
you're doing.
hypo
Exactly. Super
He's
blackhead
going
hypo tri.
for it.
Yeah, we literally talking about it right now, right on
Oh,
time.
Super blackhead hypo tri, or honestly just straight blackhead, super blackhead hypo or super blackhead tri stripes. That's one I wanted to see for a while, so that's why we started pairing for that female right away. There's just so much. We're gonna go. We do have a pair of DGs that are het tri stripe.
Nice.
That maybe within the next year or so here we'll have a shot at. And then obviously that Trojans double het DG hypo. I mean, pretty much what I tell everybody is like when we bring something into the collection, it has to match either Project A or Project B. And by that, I mean my stuff or her stuff, right? It's got to have an intent. It's got to have a purpose. So anything in the collection has a direct intent to be part of one of the main projects with some minor exceptions. We have some animals here to make Purple Passions. We have Purple Passions or bells. And then the other
bananas, because everybody loves bananas.
Bananas go really well. It shows pieds. So we have a couple pairings like that are kind of focused in for that part of the. You got to provide that gateway drug, as I put it. Right?
Yeah.
You get
same stuff that got us into the hobby, but we just like, oh man. But then you see everything else, like, oh, what?
Yeah, that's exactly it. You get people in, and some people just want to stop with that, that pied or that banana or something. That's fine. But it also gives them that animal that looks different enough from the standard to actually feel like they've got that special animal, right?
Yeah.
So we like to give that introductory, and I like working with new people, new pet owners, new hobbyists. I like to work out that excitement for people, right? That's important in my opinion. Without that, our hobby dies.
Yeah,
facts.
100%.
You can only have so many people running Pompeys and et cetera, right? It's
high intensity super orange dreams and all of that. Like, but it only goes so far.
Making people's head hurts. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
I just want to make a cool snake.
That's right.
Yeah.
And again, ball pythons are kind of really generally they're a pretty solid animal for a starter, right? They got some weird eating habits, but that's the only real flaw.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah. And you become rodent breeders. So
right. You become a rodent breeder. Yep.
Yeah, you'll definitely become a rodent breeder. You'll appreciate the rodents.
Yep.
A lot more. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's going on, Big Mike?
Love my rodents.
But aside from that, like I said, there's not really anything in here that isn't intended to land on either the tri-stripe or the sunset route in some fashion. And shadow. Yep.
And
shadow cypress.
Don't forget my shadows.
That's right.
Yeah.
So anything that lands on those main projects, right? And I love Ultramel. Ultramel will probably land on just about anything.
Let's go.
And in all fairness, like I love Monarch too, but I didn't get into it right away. So now I've got a lot of Ultramel and head Ultramel stuff. I will probably dabble in Monarch at some point.
Oh, really? This is news to me.
Well, you found out. Yeah, you found out.
I mean, we've already had to dwindle down some of the recessives in the
Mike is stupid,
collection.
Man.
So that's kind of the thing, right? Is determining what's a higher priority? Because at one point we had 27 different recessives in the collection.
Oh my God, it was ridiculous.
It's just like, if
because
you count,
we literally, when we started, which is what we tell everybody, we bought everything because it was pretty. We never we didn't stop and pick like project paths until like 3 years into it, and which was dumb. Don't do that.
Don't follow our example.
We tell people that all the time. Don't do that. Don't follow our example. I mean, know your project before you get started, or you're gonna.
Yes.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I mean, it's a common mistake, right? But you get excited and it's just like, oh, I want one of everything, right? And then the other common mistake that is often done is, oh, that animal has orange stream. I'm going to go get that animal because it has orange stream. It's like, well, is it the quality of orange stream you want?
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, pastel's another good one, right? Where it's like you can get a really nice pastel, right? And then you can get some where there's not much going on. They brown out real bad, anything like that, right? But a decent pastel, we've got a pretty high quality pastel here that she has very minimal brown out comparative to what a lot of pastels do. Now, I think in general, het pied helps for a lot of that, for the record. Het pied in your pastels really keeps them clean longer.
And a bit of trivia, she came from our very first clutch.
Very first pairing. And actually she was born and she hatched out on my birthday too, which was
nice.
So very first clutch we ever did, and she hatched out on my birthday at the same time. So that was a fun one. But yeah, I mean, those are some of the common mistakes, right? It's just you jump in because it says the animal has this, you buy it. And it's like, well, you have to analyze and understand, okay, does that have the expression of that gene that you
not
care
all pastels
about?
created equal.
For sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Any gene,
nothing is.
Anything. Yeah, true.
1,000%. It's one of those things where you have to look at it from, okay, the example I often use is fire. Because fire, you'll have some animals that have a little bit of brightness, etc. It's nice, it's good. But then, like, we have a line of fire that completely blows up the color. The whole animal almost looks lesser because it is so bright, right? They become very, very bright and washed out. Now, if you don't want an animal to wash out your end goal project, you got to be careful of that, right? Because yes, people may call our line of fire high quality, but that's why I hate using the term quality, right? And that's why I like to use low or high expression, because, and whatever people may get annoyed with that.
Quality is in the eye of the beholder.
It is, right? And it matters what that gene is going to do to your project.
To the project.
So if you want something that's a more subtle line of fire, that's only given that little bit of boost, or yellow belly or something like that, you want just that little extra pop, right? But
for sure,
if you want something to really amp up that color, you may go with a higher expression fire, right? And I know it sounds cheesy when I say, I hate low and high expression, and it sounds like a high horse type of thing. But to me, that's really the difference, is what does it do to your project, right? 100%. What does it do to your project? How is it going to impact yours? Because again, you could talk about it from the tri-stripe too, right? Some people like the reduction on those sides. They want to hit it with orange stream and enchi and everything like that to really clean those sides, give it clean dorsal. That's what they love, right? Whereas me, a lot of our stuff is focused around keeping more of that side patterning, everything like that going on. The longer I can get those stripes, the more pattern I can give it to work with, the happier I am. So it absolutely matters when you're adding an animal to your collection and to your breeding program. Understand, just because it says it's a fire,
buy with your eyes.
Buy with your eyes. Work towards that. And that statement alone, that's one of my favorite statements that Marcus Jane ever put. Buy with your eyes. 100%. If you walk,
go MJ.
It goes right back to exactly what I talked about with that faux Angolan, right? I came back to that table 4 times. There's something internal to me that is telling me I want that animal, right? But why walk away when it's literally pulling me that hard?
100%.
But yeah, so that's, you know, it's a weird thing to say that, yeah, high quality, I hate high quality, low quality statements, but that's why I don't like it, because to me, you may not want that banger fire, right? It just may not do it. I'll actually try and grab Vulcan here and show you what I mean.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's a great point, Corey, man. It might be, you know, quote unquote high quality, but is it high quality in said project that you work in? Like, does it fit? That's a good point. That's a really good point.
We tell people all the time, like, they're like, oh, you had what I wanted, but the person next to you, theirs looked better. And we're like, hey, you know what? That's fine. We want you to buy what you want, not what we have.
Exactly.
So that's our line of fire.
That's a single gene fire.
That's
no hets. No hets at all.
Wow.
So that's what I mean. Like, if
that's
you
quality,
if something does not fit in your project, because there are things that if you put this in there, it's going to wash out your pattern, and you're like, oh, that now it's dull. Right? You know, same reason somebody may not want to put something like hypo into a project, because if you're hitting for some of those contrast points, it's going to dull your blacks. You don't want to do it, right? He's very strong.
Yeah, he's gripping my ring. Holy crap! Okay.
So, but yeah, that's a single gene fire, full grown adult.
My gosh.
I think he's.
You're okay.
If you want fire, man, I suggest you go Colorado Cove. Like shit. Damn.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. It looks very much like a sulfur, right? Absolutely.
Sulfur.
Yep. So.
My gosh, man.
But yeah, that's exactly that's what I mean when I tell people, hey, if you're looking for fire, don't just buy the animal because it says it's got fire. Yeah. Right. And that goes for anything. Now, that becomes more tricky when you start looking at animals and you're like, hey, it's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 genetics in this thing, right?
Mike, you got LSR fire, so it don't count. It don't count. Don't count. Two different things.
So
Leroy said the same thing. LSR fire. Yeah.
When you hit so many genes, it's hard to see what's going on or what the quote unquote quality of that genetic is that's in that combination. You can say, yeah, that's a nice snake, but you don't know how much the fire is contributing, or the orange dream is contributing, or the enchi is contributing, right? There's, another fantastic example is her blitzatrixicane, right? You got some of them that are very subtle. You got a little bit of extra kind of donutting. You've got a little bit of extra pattern. And then you have some of those blitz or hurricanes that are just like, bam, here I am. Right. Now you may not want that explosion on that because maybe you're trying to get that cleaner animal, right? You want a little bit of extra because blitz, hurricane, trick, they actually amplify color in addition to pattern, right? And that's an often overlooked piece. So if you're trying to get that little extra color boost from those, get a little bit of that higher contrast on the blacks, you may want a more subtle version of blitz, trick, hurricane if you're trying to get that cleaner animal, but with more contrast. So just in general, like those are some of those things. Like you saw the darkness and lightness between those two Dinker genetics that I brought out. And really the only difference between those is likely blitz, right? And that's that brighter color animal. So those are a few different things that I like to kind of share when I'm talking about buying genes or things like that. That's also one of the reasons that even though certain things are out there with 3, 4, 5 different genetics, I may still build it from the ground up, right? That Trojan, I've seen other Trojans with multiple genetics 100%. In it, but I love that animal. I came back, there was another vendor at one of the shows we were vending at. I came back to their table 4 times, right?
Again, something with the man number 4.
Yep, 3, 4 times. I know that my brain is telling me I'd be crazy to walk away, right? Now, I do tell people stay within your budget.
Yes.
Buy with your eyes, but
stay within your budget.
Don't go broke.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't charge that credit card just because you have it.
Yeah. But yeah, so those are some of the key things that I wish I'd have known early on. Right?
Yeah, that's my middle name.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Those were gems too, Corey. Because I mean, whether you, like you said, whether you knew coming in or even now, you could still kind of input that in. When you're adding something. If I want to get inchy but I want it to be super banded, then I'm gonna try to grab an inchy that got more going over the dorsal versus just a cleaner. Yeah, so that's a gem. I like that.
And she's another good example, not just because of the banding, but the gold, right? You get some of the gold bellies coming up. You have some that super subtle. You only get a little bit of some of them only get the banding. You don't get the gold. Other ones get, more than halfway up the sides. And again, that goes back to why I hate the word quality on these, because quality is literally what it means to your project, not the expression levels. And that's my little soapbox.
I like that, man. That was good. That was a good gem. I appreciate that, man. That was a really good gem. Heck yeah. Good point too, David. Expression variety in the gene will play a big role in future doubles, triples. Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. Same thing. Like, if you get a subtle difference between, two interactions or two expressions of a gene, and you plug that into one thing and someone else plugs it to the exact same combo, they could look completely different. So
absolutely.
That's
caring about what you're putting into your project is something that's often overlooked, because we do get blinded by the marketing scheme of the naming conventions, right? That's campfire, or that's whatever.
Somebody made a comment earlier that basically said what you just said. If I don't see the genetics, I don't buy it.
Don't buy it.
Like that. I am that person where, unfortunately, I'm glad I have him, because if I see something is in it, I'm like, ooh, that snake has this gene, and then I'll look at it and he'll be like, do you see it? And I'll be like, no. So then he's like, do you really want it? And I'm like, but it's, whatever I'm looking for. And he's like, but if it's not there,
if it's not obvious,
it's not going to be obvious when you take it.
Right. Yeah. It's not going to take. Is it applying what you were hoping for out of that gene?
It might. You don't even like. It might. You don't want it. Why would a might when you? So now,
right?
When you make it for sure.
If you're gonna drop like thousands of dollars on something, if you don't see it, don't buy it. Just because it
100%.
says this is what it is. Correct. If you don't see it, don't buy it.
I mean,
that's like paying a price, 100% price for a 50% hit. Like, so I get that.
Yeah.
June, what up? Yeah, man, definitely. That's a good point. Great point.
And that's another thing. Like, my personal opinion is, if I don't understand a genetic, I usually won't get into it. Now, does that mean that I'm going to miss the boat on things? 100% I'm going to miss the boat on certain things. But if I don't get it, or if I can't ID it very well myself, when I go to pair that animal, if I can't ID those babies coming out, I don't want to be the person that's like, well, yeah, I said it had this, but and that's just a carryover thing for my own personal comfort levels. Right. But, again, if I don't understand the genetic, then that also means that I don't necessarily understand what it can do for my project yet. Right. So do I think it may be cool? Absolutely. But does that mean that it's necessarily going to enhance my project?
Yes.
Don't know.
Yes. Oh, good point, man. Another good point.
Yeah.
I got something else I want to add. Wow. Anybody new just tap into Creative Reptiles channel, please, because this show is actually airing on both channels, and there's going to be a couple more shows doing it as well. So don't get lost up on it by not having notification bells. So we appreciate y'all here. We appreciate that. Hit that like button and go over there and watch the show over there and say something. Put those whiskey bombs in the chat so bro can make you blue. We appreciate that more than you watching it here, but we appreciate you and your support always.
Yes. Thank you. Show the bro some love. Oh, what a great point, Corey, man. That's really, really good. Like I said, the same whether you knew or experience.
I wish somebody told me that when I first got into the
project. Yeah, for sure, bro.
Me too.
Like how much time, effort.
100%. Yeah, I mean that's why we tell people, it's like, don't follow our example, because now we've learned. Now we know what we did wrong.
I bought plenty of animals because it said it's in there. Like, shit, I don't know, but it says it's in there, and the breeder said it. It's right in the description.
Yeah.
It must be there because they put it on Morph Market, right?
Yep.
It's on the internet. It must be true.
Right. It's one thing to be wrong about the sex of a snake. It's another to be wrong about the genetics.
Yep.
Mistakes happen. And again, it goes back to why Ozzy and them call them theoretical IDs, right? And I don't fault that whatsoever, because absolutely, you know, there's animals in here that, you know, we have, and like, I have no idea what's in these things. I have good guesses, but until I breed them out, I have no idea, or until shed tests become available for those particular items, right?
Yeah.
No idea. You know, I've got excellent guesses, but, you know, again, it goes back to whether or not there's enough people working a project or care enough about a project to find out whether it's carrying the gene for them to even build a genetic test for it, right? It's, you know, pastel's obvious, super pastel's obvious. They did do a genetic test for it, thankfully, but at the same time, you know, it's one of those ones where it's like, yeah, they have a lot of examples to work from. It's pretty easy to collect sheds for that. Everybody's got too much, but or they may have just stumbled across it because everybody was sending them in 4 or 5 gene animals that also had pastel, and they're like, "Hey, look, we found pastel
as well.
found pastel by accident." Maybe I don't know if that's how it works, but maybe.
Wish you make big sample.
Yeah, so we do have some nice piles of sheds sitting over here for us to send over to Charlie as well. So hopefully that can help out with Charlie's mapping of tri-stripe as well. And then we got some more that are going out to RGI that I know we've already sent them a package like that before, but we're sending some more that we didn't have before. I know both of them specifically are looking for visuals, and the other side of it is for them to help map it. They need more than just ours, because ours are all paternally and maternally linked in some form or fashion, with some minor exceptions of other ones. So, you know, they definitely need some sheds from other people to make sure that everything's going together. At least that's my understanding of it. So keep that in mind too. Yeah, and that, you know, that actually leads us down a whole nother path too that often gets overlooked for ball pythons is, you know, line breeding, right? Line breeding for specific traits, right? Often people are just buying it because it says Orange Dream or something like that, right? But, you know, if you're looking for those wider eye stripes on your Enchies, or, you know, the extra banding on your Enchies or anything like that, right? You carry that down the line and you keep going and you're holding back those specific animals. That's one of the reasons some of these nicer breeders and our bigger breeders have such high quality stuff, is because they've held back the best from each clutch, right? 100%. And the less popping example, or one that meets their criteria, is usually the byproduct that gets sold off for wholesale, right? So yeah, line breeding is, I mean, that's a huge thing for, you know, any of the other species, you know, Morelias, etc., right? But, you know, often is overlooked in ball pythons, mostly because we have so many. Now, I do advise caution on line breeding to the extent of, we don't want to overdo inbreeding, etc., right? You want to make sure you get in clean blood within certain generation levels, etc. But 100%, you know, focus on the traits you care about, right? The more we keep holding back the animals with more extended stripes and everything like that on our tries, the more likely that's going to start carrying on and be more consistent, right?
South Park in the building.
You know, another one for that, you know, and we've heard Justin talk about it, is his pieds, right? They tend to hold, they started getting more of their low white pieds over time because they were holding back more low whites, right? Now, yes, they introduce other things to, you know, add more pattern or reduce the pattern or stuff like that from other genes, but, you know, he's actually noticed, he's mentioned on previous videos a few years back that he's noticed that it started to sway in another direction, where he's getting more of X% whites than he was in the past, because he's been holding those types of animals back more regularly, right? That's cool. So, you know, keep in mind, you can work something, and that's another perfect person to talk about for that is JD, right? JD Constrictors. Yeah, that his Axanthics look as nice as they do, right? Yeah, he has focused in on that quality that he's targeting and that quality he's aiming for. You get the nice high contrast, beautiful Axanthics. You know, he's a 100% a fantastic example of that, right? He's focused in and held back those animals to where a large quantity of what he has is that high contrast axanthic, right?
Agreed.
You know, I'm sure he has his byproduct just like we all do, but the fact of the matter is, you know, he has more to show because more of them are coming out that way, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And I think a lot of people get confused inbreeding and line breeding. They kind of, you know, shy away from it when,
right.
Like you gotta outcross anyway, because otherwise you'll start running into problems, and you know what I mean.
Reptiles
then you start
to
go back to generations, introducing blood. You're gonna have clutch. You're gonna have different clutch mates you can put together, and separate clutches. They're like same mother, but just put them together like that. Just pick out the best. Yep. Don't go crazy. All right, I'm gonna just keep doing mom the kid again. Don't keep doing that. That's when you consider inbreeding, but line breeding is nothing wrong with that.
It's different, right?
I agree with that. Yeah, I think that's the best way to get the quality. They do it in dogs, they do it with cats, they do it with bunnies, they do it with everything else. So you know, that's how you get that top quality. Is, you know, you breed, like you just said, you breed those qualities, you keep the best example of that quality, and then you keep going forward from there. So I like it.
Yep.
Sissy Lannister. Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Well, and a lot of these genes, you got to be aware too that there was probably a decent amount of inbreeding that happened very early on with a lot of them too. Right?
Yes.
Because when they first brought them in, they first imported them. Yep. They were trying to prove out these genetics. Well, then they had to figure out, is it incomplete dominant? Is it recessive? Is it dominant? And they start doing the pairings back, etc. Now, yes, over time we're able to kind of help to cross in new blood and stuff like that. But a lot of these genes started that way, right? We have to be for sure. We have to be aware that some of them early on had a lot of that issue. I mean, it's same exact thing like you said, dogs, cats, everything like that had similar things. But we see certain breeds of dogs that have worse health problems because it was more heavily done early in the project, right? And we see that in ball pythons too. There are certain animals that had a lot more of it done.
Gotta be smart.
More prone to issues. Yep.
Good point. Yep.
So
that's the good point. Yeah. Just like the Frenchies with the smushy smush face, and then they can't breathe, and you know, stuff like that. So yeah. Yep.
So those are the other things I like to tell people to look for, right? It's just, you know, line breeding, right? Line breeding and focus on the genes that you want. Pay attention to the qualities you want in that gene, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Perfect. And I think that's a great way to end this joint. I know y'all got to feed and everything too, man. I don't want to keep
y'all gonna come back,
and it's been 2 hours.
Snakes unshedded. You're gonna be out of sheds. You're gonna get see that super black head, yellow belly.
Hopefully, yeah.
He should be. Hopefully,
man, put him in a smaller tub with a water dish, and he's gonna shed out.
Throw him in the
incubator. Put him in the incubator. Man, I'm like, if I want somebody to shed, I'm like, hold on, I want you to shed. So
How long you guys been breeding for? How long have you guys been breeding for?
We started breeding in 2017.
2017 was our first year. Now that was us. We did one pairing that year just to see if we were crazy. So it was one of those ones where it's like, okay, can we really do this? So that's actually where that first girl came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had to figure out whether we actually
knew what we were doing.
Well enough. Yeah. We've got our first ball python back in 2016. We did our first breeding pair in 2017 with a female that was
already an adult.
Again, the same mistake everybody makes. We bought males first. So that one. So we ended up buying a female that was already adult sized at that point, just for that trial run. Normal female. And then from there, we made it official, I think 2018. So that's when we were by that point we were up at like 60 animals, and then I don't even know what we're at now, but probably
way too many.
Not counting the babies, we're at like about 140, I think.
Ugh, way too many.
You're coming up on 10 years and you already got a triple, man.
That's everything, right? Because you said not just doing ball pythons. That's all the animals.
No, if you had those, we're probably over 200.
Yeah, between the babies and the non-ball python stuff, yeah, we're probably about there.
200?
We've got a big black and white Argentinian tegu. We've got king snake, carpet pythons. We've got
4 boas.
Yeah, red tail boas.
Nice. Yeah, we got to go through. We got to go through.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see them all. Yeah, we got to see them all.
Yep.
Especially that tegu.
Are you been any shows?
I have frogs. I have spiders.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah. We gotta. Oh man.
Yeah.
I love. We were just talking about dark frogs in that yesterday.
Yeah, dark frogs yesterday. Yeah, we want to get into those.
We want to get into dark frogs. We were just
I
talking
keep
about
forgetting. I have
geckos.
geckos.
We actually, because so
we used to breed geckos.
Yeah, Nick, let them know.
That's a bit before so that's the other thing. So ball pythons may have started around that.
You can say it.
Mark, but we've been breeding crested gecko, or we started with breeding crested geckos.
13.
I think that's when I handed it over to you.
Yeah.
For that.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I mean we've been
nice.
So we were doing crested geckos under star crested, and then after that, we transitioned over to ball pythons. We were doing gargoyle geckos and crested geckos at the same time as ball pythons.
That got to be too much. So
it got overwhelming. So it was like, okay, we got to focus. So we focused down just to the ball pythons. So yeah, we've got gargoyles, cresteds, Leachianus.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, and a tortoise. We have a tortoise. Can't forget about Burn.
Let's go. Damn.
Cherry head redfoot tortoise. She's
that's
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, they're
awesome.
They're hilarious. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff. We love doing this, and we love the animals, right? I mean, that's the awesome gist of it. Ball pythons definitely are the majority, but that's that creative artistic outlet on a great platform, whereas the other ones are just because they fascinate us, right?
Yeah. Get to be a kid again, just staring at an animal. Yeah, for sure. I feel that. I definitely feel that, man. Heck yeah. This was awesome. Thank you guys so much. I know y'all got to feed and do some stuff tonight too. And it's been 2 hours.
Y'all held off. We appreciate it.
Prophet asked, are you guys going to be at any shows or anything like that coming up soon? And
so we're actually doing Mr. Critters in Cheyenne, Wyoming on July 12th and 13th.
Nice.
And then we are going to NARBC Arlington, whenever that is, I forgot. We're going, obviously we're not vending, we're just going. And then we are doing All American. All American. In Castle Rock, Colorado in October. We're not doing a whole lot of shows this year.
Yeah, we cut it back a little bit this year. But yeah, so and actually the AARP show in Castle Rock, we're going to bring the Axanthics out for that show specifically.
Axanthic, to be exact.
Nice.
So
nice.
We're gonna
see them in person.
So originally when we first did the hypo trials, we were bringing them to multiple shows and everything like that, and it definitely slowed their eating patterns and stuff like that to the point where they're taking longer to hit size, etc. So we're probably only going to stick with doing the one show this time. We'll bring them out for that one show to share with everybody, and then they'll come back and they'll stick here. It's similar issue that I'm sure you guys are aware with the Stormtrooper, right? Everybody kept asking, has she bred yet? Has she bred yet? And he's like, no, she's not big enough. Kept taking her to shows, and she wasn't eating as rapidly as growing because she was stressed out, right? It's something that gets overlooked a little bit, but so it's just something that we're going to be very more particular, more cautious on how we approach those scenarios. We like to be able to share with folks, but yeah, it's the welfare of the animals is the primary priority, right? So
very smart.
Yeah,
I like it. Heck
so
yeah,
anyway,
man.
like I said, I'll never shut up. So
where can everybody get in touch with you? What's all the social media stuff, all the info?
We have Instagram, Facebook. We have a website that is being worked on. It is very out of date, but it is being worked on. Nice. We have YouTube. I do TikTok. I don't know if I do it right, but I do TikTok. I just said doo-doo.
We hope
we have Patreon.
Yeah, we do have Patreon.
That's nice.
Colorado Coldbloods on everything.
Yeah, Colorado Coldbloods on everything.
So, but yeah, So our Patreon, we're not the best about telling people we have it, but we do. So mostly we do our egg cuttings on our Patreon. So USARK has asked multiple times for people, please stop doing public egg cuttings, because that's usually what gets taken to legislation, and USARK has to fight that whenever the activist groups go up, right? Because they show that they're like, look, there's blood from the eggs and they're hurting these animals and blah, blah, blah. So USARK has asked people to stop doing that. So our way around that is we post them to Patreon because there are definitely people who love the egg cuttings. It hurt our growth for sure, but because that was really one of those key things people loved watching. We left the videos up that were posted publicly before, but other than that, we only do those on Patreon now. And then, on top of that, anything on our Patreon, all of your Patreon dues goes straight to credit towards purchases of animals. So we donate 25% of all of the Patreon money to USARK
every month,
every single month. So any money that comes in on our Patreon, 25% off the top goes straight to USARK. And on top of that, any patrons get the full amount towards credit. So we're basically just donating 25% of any sales from Patreon.
We're basically not making any money.
Right. You're right. But it was our way. We wanted to find a way that we could do a recurring revenue stream that we can donate to USARK regularly, because USARK has worked their tails off. Recently we've been dealing with a lot here in Colorado, and I can tell you that they've spent over a year and a half plus with us, I think. And then even there's been nights, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night when Phil has been on calls with us, literally spending 2-3 hours on calls with us, or talking with us on the weekends, things like that, his family days, stuff like that. Right. Like
Phil is awesome.
100%. USARK deserves every bit of support we can give, and that's why we did the Patreon in general, is just so we could create that revenue stream for USARK. And then obviously, we're trying to find ways where we can make it beneficial to any of our patrons by giving a little bit of extra content like egg cutting, or being able to use that and build up a credit towards something. Because let's be honest, when you end up with a $2,000-$3,000 tri-stripe or something like that, like that's a chunk to eat right away, right? So we want to give people that option. It works kind of like a payment plan at that point, if you think about it, right? You just don't necessarily know when you're going to.
Going on, Dan.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. Anyway, it's like a bank account. That's
the
really
long-winded version, but yeah, that's all of our social media.
awesome.
Yeah, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, pretty much all the platforms. So
thank you, Mike.
A lot of gems tonight. Thank you so much, Corey. Thank you so much, Aaron. This was awesome. Yet again, love talking to you guys. Love hanging out. Just super cool. Thanks again to everybody in the chat as well for tapping in. Shout out to Elias in the background. Merch God. I see you, little bro. Hey. And if y'all didn't go tap in over on his channel, make sure you go tap in over there.
Yes. Thank you to everybody who came into the chat and said hey on my channel. Appreciate y'all.
Damn, what up, bro? Be prepared. Tap back over, because Balls and Things, TBD, and Tinfoil Fit is also going to be showing on Lil Bro's channel. So come through out and support. Y'all know what it is. Lil Bro, you want to take us out of here, man?
Oh, yes. Please like, comment, subscribe. #replay gang. Always comment #replay gang and drop them whiskey bombs. Make sure y'all follow Colorado Coldbloods on all social medias. Y'all have a blessed week, and please get the fuck off Key's phone.
You heard the man. Get the fuck out of here.
Focus sharp, detail insane. Patterns clean running through our brains. Generations of work, no pain. In the world of scales, DNA reign.